Left 4 Dead, the legendary zombie shooter from Valve, is a game that has fans coming back for well over a decade, and rightfully so. That's because no matter where you look, there are so many tiny details that can be found throughout the game's world, and today I want to take a look at the intro cutscene because it's actually a genius introduction to how players should play the game. Let's get started.
Hold on. Ain't seen anything like this before.
Jesus, don't let that...
When Bill says this, it's clear that Left 4 Dead isn't your average zombie shooter with those shamblers or running zombies, but rather the fact that there are now special infected, like the Boomer. Following the introduction of the special zombies, the witch is first introduced with her human-like crying, which acts as a terrifying lure for any person who thinks that this is just some innocent woman in need of help. Given the calmness so far seen in the trailer, we now know things are about to go wrong when Bill has to tell Zoe to turn the light off.
It's okay. We're gonna...
Off!
The dead Boomer has clearly attracted a horde of zombies, and now we see what happens when you aim a flashlight at a witch. Trying to close a door on a witch is simply not going to work. She can punch right through. The key to success, because
Merry Christmas.
throwing a pipe bomb is a good way to get zombies away from you by distracting them. And then blowing them up, of course. Lewis decides to forego the advice of sticking together and decides to run off by himself, which leads to this.
We're not infected! Down here! Damn it!
When Lewis is pinned by the hunter, there's nothing he can do. He has to wait for a teammate to rescue him. Oh, on that side note, when Lewis is down, he can also use a sidearm.
This is gonna get bad.
As you probably can guess, car alarms are no good, especially when dealing with the undead. Tanks in game can actually smash cars into you, downing you instantly, so you gotta be careful.
Run or shoot? Run or shoot! Whoa!
When dealing with a tank, don't bother to run or just exclusively shoot. You have to run and shoot.
Get to the rock!
Goading the tank to fight you alone is a very, very bad idea. Thankfully, your teammates can help you distract the tank. This scene explains why all of the characters at the beginning of the No Mercy campaign only start with one pistol. They lose all of their weapons during this chase.
We made it! I can't believe we made it!
Son, we just crossed the street. Let's not throw a party till we're out of the city.
And with the conclusion of this very intense intro, this leads immediately into the first level of No Mercy, the apartments. So basically, this intro isn't just some animated cutscene that puts the 4 survivors in a chaotic fight against the undead for nothing. No, instead it provides us, the players, with several insights that not only are central pillars of what the game represents, but also to demonstrate the timeless nature of what it means to team up with a couple of other people with one common goal, and that is to survive against all odds. There are more reasons, of course, to as why the two Left 4 Dead games are not only memorable in many players' memories, but also the fact that they continue to draw people in due to the robust modding that the second game has. But now that you've seen the intro of Left 4 Dead, I hope that this has reminded you of when games were created by developers who placed minor details in virtually every aspect that they could find, such as how they introduced all of the special infected that we saw in the trailer with their motifs that you will hear later in game. And while this sentiment certainly holds true with several titles these days, this current period of stagnant and cookie-cutter entertainment will hopefully lead to one new one with an emphasis on what it means to create a product with a lasting legacy, one that will have people calling it a masterpiece today and well into the future.